Welcome everybody back to the channel, y'all. We got a new video here today with Kevin Gates basically speaking on how he went to heaven and seeing the makers of the world, the gods of the world. He basically doesn't believe in Jesus Christ though, but he says he did go to heaven and he met with other gods and stuff like that. Um, he really contradicts what he says in this video. I mean, it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense at the same time because he's contradicting himself. Uh, First thing I want to say is I'm not trying to push God on anybody or anything like that. You know, I believe in God. Um, me and him have some different beliefs. But he really it's a different side of him that that I haven't seen. So let's just jump right into the video. If you please leave your comments in the comment box. Let me know what you guys think about this video and about the things that he said, his beliefs and other things like that. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and like. Let's get right into it.
Now, do you believe in the power of God, or do you believe that God is fictional, or do you believe in that?
I know there's a God. I don't believe in shit. I know that there's a God, but a lot of pastors get mad with me when I say that God not just a man sitting on the throne like King Dingaling with the biggest dick in the world. That's not God. God is a man and a woman. Together they are one.
They are one.
They are the creator, the holy divine energy and the sacred masculine energy together.
I believe in
our
that.
creator. I mean, Mother Earth, Father, sky, everything has a partner. I mean, come on.
What I don't understand is how can people not believe?
It's beautiful that they don't. I wish I didn't. I wish I could be like how Neo was, stuck in the Matrix and just walking around having fun, everything hunky dory. Because once you walk this path, it's impossible to go back and try to do the shit that you've been doing. I mean, I tried, but I don't really fit in.
Because it's like once you know, you're awoke. You know better. You do better when you are in this universe.
I've been to heaven. I've been to heaven before, or what people call heaven.
Describe what that's like.
The scariest thing in the world.
Really?
Yep. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And the gravitational pull, when you there, it force your face on the ground. Every head shall bow and every tongue shall confess. We not talking about that Jesus Christ shit. I ain't talking about that shit, that Bible shit. That's bullshit. I ain't talking about that.
See, this is what I'm talking about. That's the first thing he says. He says he went to heaven, but he don't believe in the Bible. He don't believe in Jesus Christ. But he goes on to say that he believes that Jesus Christ did actually exist and that he walked the earth and that, Virgin Mary gave birth to him through the power of God and that basically he did everything God told him to do. Um, Very kind of contradicted to me that he believes in the Bible, he reads the Bible, but he doesn't believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, and he doesn't believe that Jesus Christ has domain over this world. So he basically believes there's multiple other guys that have dominion over everything on earth as far as animals and stuff like that, and different guys for human beings and stuff like that. So I mean, it's kind of I don't know how to even respond to that. You know what I mean? It's kind of I mean, it's kind of weird to me if you ask me. I mean, dude always been kind of funny to me. You know what I mean? Like the stuff he do. You know what I mean? But I mean that could have something to do with his childhood and what he's been through in life. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know his story like that, but he's gonna give us a lot of in depth about his beliefs and the stuff that he believes in. So it's just kind of wishy washy, and it's kind of like he playing both sides of the field. It doesn't really make sense to me. But we'll get right back into the video, y'all.
I'm talking about really seeing God. Like, I'm not talking about Jesus Christ being God. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about when you sit with your creators.
Wow.
But I'm not saying Jesus Christ in a negative way because my Muslim name is Jesus, Isa.
Yeah.
May peace be upon him. But I'm not talking about no polytheistic religion. I'm talking about one God. That's it.
Yeah. Understand that. So
Yeah. One God, one creator.
So when you had that experience, were you conscious? Did you feel every
Just
bit
like
of that?
it was realer than me and you sitting in this room. I ain't talking about no I did drugs and went off and had a vision. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about from me, my body, right there.
Yeah.
At the throne of God. 2 days in a row. This happened.
Wow.
During that time when I was fasting.
I
First time I was there, I saw it was like ambassadors from every species. That's why I don't just say all brothers and sisters and all living species, because it was like every living species. I seen things that could have killed me, crushed me, but they were scared. They had their head bowed. I never saw what they looked like. I just saw like the kind of like silhouette of it, and I was scared to death because it was new. I ain't understand it.
Yeah.
And the second time I went, they had lifted up, and I sat where they were sitting. And it was like they had bestowed a responsibility on me.
And what was that responsibility?
To live in my spirit and truth.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect. I make mistakes every day. And I'm going to make a bunch of new mistakes tomorrow. But that's the mission, to help people.
Yeah.
Silent workers of compassion.
And what does that look like for you, like helping people?
What you seeing right now.
Yeah.
It's people that have been through all kind of trauma. Just me speaking about my molestation and how it made me very violent. And anytime a predator that I catch one, I'm trying to do you something. It like, why? Like, I talked about that publicly. That ain't nothing no man talk about.
Yeah.
Since I talked about that, people come up to me and cry every day.
Yeah.
I went through the same thing.
Do you know how many people in our community suffer in silence?
Yeah, I was suffering in silence, but I was suffering in silence from a lot of things because it programmed you not to talk.
Yeah.
It programmed you not to speak on it.
Yeah.
Program you from a child. But that's just like most chosen ones, indigo children, like special people go through that because pedophilia is a spirit. That's the way they abstract energy. That's like they got women that practice seizure magic. Like, if I release my semen in her womb, it'll stay alive 3 days. She could will whatever she want into existence off the power of my life force.
Of that energy.
Yeah, I'm powerful.
It's interesting that you are.
I don't know why I'm saying all this stuff. It just
No, but I understand it. I understand it probably in more ways than I can probably express it to you. I remember going through a fast many years ago, and I don't speak about this a lot to a lot of people because they don't really understand it. And I felt God's presence, like I can see, I can touch. I felt that spirit in a way that was just comforting and understanding what that responsibility is when you know.
like the Holy Spirit that people be talking about. That's you. Your spirit is holy. It was created by God. God is the creator.
Yeah.
I want to pray to who Jesus prayed to. He prayed to God.
Absolutely. Do you believe in having to go through Jesus in order to get to Christ?
Because the 10 people that subscribe to the Bible, the 10 commandments say you should have no other God but one. In Proverbs 8, she say, our wisdom was here before the earth was. I was with God. She say, daily I was his delight, and we were one. Master craftsman. Wisdom. A woman. She spoke. The sacred, holy, divine, the holy, divine femininity. She said we was one. When a man marry a woman, they become one. And they asked Jesus Christ,
And I believe that, once you find your soulmate, you find the woman of your dreams, and the woman that you're gonna settle down with for the rest of your life, y'all do become one, you know. But at the same time, I just dude just dude always been off the chain with stuff, man. Like this ain't nothing new with him. Uh, you know, A lot of people that I hang around, they like Kevin Gates, particularly the women. A lot of girls like him because he said a lot of freaky nasty shit. He talk about a lot of nasty shit, uh, rap about it. But I'm just saying, like, I just don't understand like his logic. You know what I mean? Like, you believe in Jesus Christ, but you don't believe that he is God. Like he's like that he is Lord, because Jesus Christ is Lord in Christianity and a lot of people's eyes, that he is Lord over this world, kind of like a landlord. You know what I mean? Like God's the creator. God created everything, but he left Jesus in charge, which makes him the landlord of this world. That's why they call Jesus is Lord. That's why they say that Jesus is Lord. You know what I mean? And God is God. He's the Father, the creator of everything. You know what I mean? And Jesus is his son. And he left Jesus in charge over this world. You know what I mean? So that makes him Lord. Just like a landlord. Same thing. Like Lord means you have power and dominion over whatever, land or uh, entity or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? So, but he doesn't believe that. I don't know what he believes. He didn't really go into detail about what he believes Jesus Christ is or was. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? This ain't nothing new with Kevin. He said a lot of different things that don't make a lot of sense, and then he do say a lot of things that do make sense. But sometimes the stuff he say, you just be like, what? what what you talking about, my boy? Like, so it is what it is. It's him. So we're gonna keep listening to him. Let's tap back in.
I used to be conflicted because my mom a Christian and Catholic, whatever they family, my grandmother them Catholics and all that, and my daddy he a Muslim, so I was conflicted. So I had to read about it, and they asked Jesus, they asked him, but did he come to do away with the old law? He said, no, I kind of fulfill it, that you may have life and have it more abundantly. So if he said that, then they asked him countless times, like, good master, could you tell us how to get that? Why you call me good? There's nothing good but one. One.
Yeah.
Like he was born of a virgin because it was a miracle. That was a miracle. That was the power of God. He did nothing without God's permission. And then people always never listen at this part. He said, you all would do greater things than that. This power will come from the Creator, from the Father. So,
Did you have?
They got people doing way greater shit than that. You would just call it magic and all that. They got people that heal the sick. They got people that do that. Our grandmothers go outside, put their hands on you, pray over
you all the time.
Things,
yeah.
The same things he did. I done watch old people do. Like, so, I mean, people could say I'm crazy, I'm weird. I don't care. I'm winning. I don't care. I'm not indoctrinated.
But you don't subscribe to those philosophies.
No, I believe in God.
Right. So
I don't believe in all that old extra shit. I just believe in God. I know what I saw. I know what I see.
Mm-hmm. To get to this level that you're at, was there a process for you of surrendering for you to say, okay, God?
Not eating is surrendering.
Yeah.
I just was always taught that when I want something, like really, really bad, I don't eat, I fast. Mm-hmm. I just pray. My grandmother taught me how to fast. Don't eat nothing. Don't tell nobody what you're doing. Keep it a secret. Mm-hmm. And fast. Yeah. The power is in keeping the secret. Yeah. Because it's discipline. Yeah. It ain't got nothing to do with no discipline. No. I am not me by myself. I can't go 3 days without eating. But with the power that the Creator give me to be closer, I can go.
So how did you know, okay, this is my purpose and music?
I don't know my purpose. I don't. I just found my mission. And once a man meets his mission, he and his mission become one. Because I done did all the fucked up shit you could think about doing. The fucked up shit people trying to do, I done forgot about. Because I done did it already. I done been a crash dummy, a goofy. I done been everything you could think of. So, like, I speak from experience when I talk.
Yeah.
I don't see the world how everybody else see the world. That's why, like, when people, like, the most offensive thing somebody could tell me is that I'm black. Because that's not what I am. I don't subscribe to that indoctrination.
What do you subscribe to?
I mean, African people come from Africa.
That's real though. That's real though. I mean, like they call us black, and they call white people white people. Like that's not even that's being indoctrinated. I mean, like I go far as back as this. You know what I'm saying? He say Africans are from Africa, and you know Mexicans are from Mexico, and Chinese people are from China. But I don't even believe in that because like I feel like we all the same species. Like we all there's only one species among us. There's no such thing as race. There's no such thing as you African and you Chinese, and I don't really believe in that. I mean, that's just a way to like keep us segregated and stuff like that. So it's like just because okay, the Dominican Republic, just because it's called the Dominican Republic and you were born there, that makes you Dominican, or like so they named all these different pieces of land and then segregated everybody, okay, and basically said that's where we come from, right? That's who we are. So if you from Puerto Rico, you Puerto Rican. If you from Dominican Republic, you Dominican. If you from Africa, you African. If you from China, you Chinese. If you from Japan, you Japanese. Like all of this stuff is just to keep us segregated, be able to identify us, be able to control us and stuff like that. So I don't believe in that type of stuff. I believe that you have darker skinned people, lighter skinned people, fairer skinned people, stuff like that. I don't believe in because you white. Okay, you white. Where you come from? They say you Caucasian. Where do you come from? Germany, because that's where the Caucasus Mountains is. It's like it just doesn't make sense to me. A lot of this stuff doesn't. I mean, they make it. They try to make it make sense, and they indoctrinate you into making it make sense. But none of this stuff really makes sense. You know what I mean? They just segregating us and putting us on different islands and calling us different names and stuff. So it's like he is on point a little bit about that, but I go deeper into it. Like just because you was born in Mexico don't make you Mexican. Okay, just because you born in Dominican Republic don't make you Dominican. You feel me? That's something that they implemented into the world. Man, at the beginning of time, they did all this stuff to segregate us and categorize us and all this stuff like that. So, I mean, I hear what he's saying, but I go a little bit deeper into that. You know what I mean? Because yeah, I'm my descent is from Africa, but that doesn't mean I'm African. That doesn't mean I'm African American, and it damn sure don't mean that I'm black, right? So back in the day, you had Hebrews and Jews, and they came from the same tribe, right? And you had Israelites and stuff like that. So it's like a lot of this stuff is like he said, it's just pure indoctrination. So I'm with him on that. I'm with him on that 100%. Let's tap back in.
So Chinese people come from China. Ain't no continent called black. Like, we are the indigenous people to this land. Like this land, the pyramids here are hundreds of years older than the pyramids in Egypt. This was the new world to the people that just came over here. It was always.
Yeah. And I believe in that. How did you find your love for music? Where did that come from?
I grew up in a musical household. Like my mom had me at a young age, and my aunties, they used to listen to music at the house. When I was little, I used to be, I got pictures of me when I was a kid throwing up like the West Side sign. Like I was Tupac and shit.
You said that you get a lot of calls from people from jail about the song. It was so inspirational. You cried.
That's all of my music, though. I cry in a lot of songs. I ain't no tough guy.
Yeah.
I exhibit vulnerability. It takes greater courage to exhibit vulnerability than it do to walk around being tough. Because we know you faking. Like a real gangster ain't too hard for themselves. A gangster gonna be a gentleman. Like you see dudes that really put in work, they don't be walking around with their face tooted up all the time. Because it just is what it is. It's understood. It's it's a spirit that go with this. Everybody in the room feel it right now. It's heavy.
It's heavy. Why do you think so much men in our culture carry that?
I don't know, but I can't speak for other men, man. I can only speak for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm from down south. Like, other people be city slick. They just talk good as a bitch. We country quick. We don't talk good as a bitch. We go off vibes. We go off energy. It's a heavy energy that we have to where we don't even care what you say. We'll sit there and play stupid with you. We're not going to reveal the secrets of the universe to you.
Yeah.
Because you're not ready for it. We don't cast our pearls to the swine. But we'll sit there and listen that you talk good as a bitch. But you got to put actions behind it. Because what I utter with my mouth, my actions must prove.
Yeah.
So it's just, and now when I say you, I'm generalizing.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So we like spiritual people gonna sit back and see, and we go off vibes, and we go off the energy. That's what we going off of. We ain't going off nothing else. So that's just where I'm at with it. I can't speak for it. We taught to mind our business.
Yeah.
We taught to see and don't see, hear and
But
don't
I think it's such a positive moment for people who may have suffered a level of trauma and not understanding their suffering or why this happened to me.
The greatest teachers teach without teaching. I'm teaching the world.
You are.
All they got to do is pay attention. Now, if they ridicule me and don't want to accept it for what it is, because the ones that know what's happening with me and who I am, they know what's up with me. So, but the ones that don't, it's cool. They just agents of chaos. It's just, they not a bad thing. You have to be tested in order to reach spiritual divinity anyway. In order to have a testimony, you got to go through a test. So we not tripping on them. I know how to make them behave. You know, it ain't even physical no more.
Yeah.
It's spiritual now. Like, people want to like people laugh and snicker when I say, you know, I just pray. I don't have security anywhere I go. I be by myself. I just pray. No weapon formed shall prosper. They never said the weapons wouldn't be formed. But don't nothing ever happen to me. Y'all getting punched down and beat up and kicked in the ass, and you know, y'all got securities and everything around y'all just be negative and low vibrational energy. Not a bad thing. You just on a different end of the spectrum, because I was on that end of the spectrum one time. That's the low vibrational path. I done did that. Slumlord, you know, low vibrational energy. It's not a bad thing. It's just the low vibrations. Then they got the high vibrations. You can't have one without the other.
Yeah, you gotta go through it.
That's like people, the term of demons. Like, the people want you to believe a demon is a lead creature that walk around in the room when you sleep. That's not no damn demon. A demon is the people, your family members and shit. The low vibrational motherfuckers. The people.
Yeah.
They just don't like you for no reason. Because you got that glow.
Or they're envious, right?
Of your birthright.
Of your vibration.
They know what's up. They know who they are. Like, it's just that we don't be knowing who we are. I like demons though. You know, they cool. You know, everybody say that I'm on demon time. Like, what the fuck?
See, that's what I'm talking about. Dude don't make no sense. He don't make no sense sometimes. All right. I hear him. I hear what he's saying. But then he turn right back around and say, I like demons. Like, what is you even talking about, bro? What is you even talking about, my boy? Like, I don't even understand you sometimes. Like, you just don't make no sense to me. Like, what do you believe in, bro? Like, what do you believe in? I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? People gonna live the way they want to live, and I respect it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm just confused with him because it's like he don't even know what he believe in. He said his dad was a Muslim. His uh other parts of his family was Catholic. His mom was Christian. I just, I understand you was in a household that was, you know, pulling you in 2, 3 different directions, but you know, you grown now, bro. It's time to figure it out. I mean, he seemed like he said he got to figure it out, but it just it's confusing. It's confusing. It's like, how do you love God and you've been to heaven and you've seen God and you pray to God, but you love demons? Make it make sense. Make it make sense, bro. Like real shit. Make it make sense, bro.
That's cool now. That's the new thing. I'm on demon time.
Yeah.
I'm not on demon time.
Yeah.
At all. You know why?
Why?
You never gonna catch one of them by themselves. They not connected to no source. That's all that mean. They low vibrational, so they feed off the energy of others. They run in packs. That's all they do. I'm on demon time, man. That shit sound good. But you get in my way, I'm gonna pin you to the floor.
To go back to the music, the album you named after your son.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk to me about that.
My son learned through edutainment. Like, my son don't learn through sitting straight at the desk and just looking. You sit there like a zombie and just write this shit. That's like a re-education program. You know, gorillas don't send their children to get trained, but they get to go to school with the polar bears. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a great ape out here, so I teach my son the way that my grandfather taught me how to hunt, how to fish. You know, my children know different languages. They know our language that's native to our tribe. You know, they know the language that we spoke in slavery. Talk around the master. You know, my children know this. You know, it's the vibrations where most people can't even catch it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just different with me.
Yeah. Talk to me about.
It's sacred. I don't even know why I'm talking about this.
No,
I never talked about this in no interview.
You know, it's so interesting. Before I came here, I was in my car writing down, and I said to myself in the car, I said, I want a different interview with Kevin today. I said that.
Shit, you got it.
I said, you know, I watched what you were doing on social and virally, and I said, I literally said I did not want that interview. Didn't I say that, Ty, and to my team?
What kind of interview?
I just watched everybody ask you these, you know, different questions,
Like
and just sexual and like just
people be talking to me about sex because they really want to live out their fantasies vicariously through me, because pussy is very prevalent in my life. I had to check a woman addict out first anyway, because I'm not about to just give you my energy. Like, no, I don't even release semen, so what the fuck?
Do you believe in having just one?
What?
One woman, one lady, one wife.
I would love that. I would love to have just one that's gonna hold me accountable and make me hold myself accountable, and ain't gonna be. If she need to do business, she know how to be masculine, but then be submissive to her man. You know, where she weak, I'm strong. Where I'm weak, she's strong. I could lay in the bed and just cry in her arms. You know, I'm vulnerable anyway.
Can you do that with your wife now?
That's a beautiful thing, though.
With the lady you're with
Can
now.
you do that with the person you with?
Yeah, I feel like I can.
Have you ever done it? Do you do it?
I do it.
Practice?
I do it.
Well, that's a beautiful thing.
I do it.
What you got going on? That's beautiful. But yeah, I want that though. That'll be beautiful.
It took time for me to get to that space.
It ain't gonna take time with me. I'm gonna know when I'm in front of it. I'm gonna know that that's that. I'm gonna know. So I gotta just keep on becoming the best version of myself.
Yeah.
Because when it's that time, the great reuniting is going to take place in the world without witness.
I love it. It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be your exact reciprocal. Ain't no settling going on. It's gonna be, you're gonna know what it is when it's in front of you. It's gonna be undeniable. It's gonna be without a.
All right, man. I'm gonna stop it right there, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, a lot of the things he said doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You know, he don't believe Jesus is God. He don't believe Jesus is Lord. He loves demons, but he prays to God. And the stuff he was saying about low vibrations, and I mean, that's how everything works nowadays. I mean, the music we listen to, the movies we watch, you know, energy is real, you know, and everything does work on vibrations.